Right.
Congressman Paul.
Hi, hello there.
Mike Church, Sirius Satellite Radio.
Oh, hi.
We had a conversation about Calvin Coolidge and Herbert Hoover.
Oh,
on the
yeah, okay, I remember that.
My daughter was Reagan,
Hey,
me
how
Congressman
you doing?
Paul.
Nice to see you.
I just had a question or two for you, and we'll air this tomorrow. What would you say to the people of Louisiana about the deal that was made by Senator Johnson back in the 70s to have to pay oil and gas royalties to Washington instead of Louisiana keeping its oil revenue and its money, and then perhaps the Congress could excise tax that?
Were these the offshore?
Yes.
Yes. I would think that anything under state jurisdiction, the feds should have nothing to say about it.
Right.
You know, maybe in the international waters, the further out you go, I could see where there could be some federal jurisdictions, and you might have to sell rights there. But if it's, I would like to think that the continental shelf belongs to the states. Anything in the states that we shouldn't be sending any money to Washington, that money should go to the state.
Another question about, you and I didn't get to talk about this last time, the 11th Amendment passed to rein in federal judges hearing cases that they're not supposed to be hearing. Number one, how would you address that? And number two, is there anyone on a short list for President Ron Paul for Supreme Court Justice, or in what living or deceased Supreme Court Justice would you think a type of person you would nominate?
I think it's pretty early for that. But there's a Jonathan Turley from D.C. that I respect, and a Bruce Fine from D.C., as well as actually Judge Armentano, Napolitano.
Okay.
He's a really great
With Fox News.
Yeah, a constitutional judge. So those are the people that I actually communicate with for advice, and the kind of people that I would look to.
And on Thursday night's NBC debate, you may have 4, there may be 5. Can we expect a Ron Paul break out the box? Are you preparing a line? You have a joke? You got a good story? You're going to pull some silver coins out of your pocket?
No special plans. I probably will just try to get a good night's sleep and figure that I've been studying these issues for 30 years. So I don't think I'll be changing my lines or my language. I just have to defend the positions I've held all these years.
And if I may, just the final question. I get a lot of calls from listeners. Very interested in your candidacy, but concerned about national security and international foreign affairs. And one of the questions that they ask me is, would President Paul, would you consult with the military in a pull down of troops overseas? Would there be some kind of like base closing commission to go through the process of getting troops out of Germany, South Korea, and what have you?
No, I'd want to bring them all home, and you don't. You have to work with them because of the logistics of it all. So the president himself wouldn't know that you could get them home in 3 weeks or 6 weeks or 6 months. But you work with the military on that. And strategically, there's no need for us to be in Korea. So I would just make the directive, and if they can depend on what is practical, and just start bringing it home to save the money. We don't need to be in Europe. We don't need to be in Korea. We don't need to be in Japan because we're going broke.
Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Good to see you guys.
Oops.